Hey, what's up? What's going on out there? I was checking out this video with Erika Kirk, Charlie Kirk's wife, and she's been making her rounds with the Turning Point USA stuff, the the company that Charlie Kirk was with, or the company he owned or partially owned or whatever. And she's been making her rounds, and it looks like she's in the school, talking to some kids about Turning Point's message and her thoughts. But she said something really crucial here, and I thought was interesting and odd because she said something about not being disenfranchised, whether you were a man or especially a so-called white man, young white man. But I'm going to let that part play and give my commentary on it.
Use it for something greater. Don't let anyone disenfranchise you because you're a young man, especially a young white male man. Don't ever let anyone talk down to you. We need strong men out there, strong men who are convicted, that will be good leaders, good husbands, good fathers.
Now, when she said that, like, because I saw the whole thing, and for those of you who haven't seen the whole piece, you can go look it up. But that piece just caught my attention because it was just, like I said earlier, it was just odd. And when I thought about it, and this may or may not go with some people's heads, so-called white people, especially in that particular sector, feel like they're losing control and they want to regain control of the country back, whatever way that looks like. They want to regain control. Because her saying that again was odd, and when she said it, I was just like, she and others like herself feel like they're losing control. And you shouldn't be, if this is your country, if you're supposed to be in your glory right now, you shouldn't feel disenfranchised at all. And I would say this too. You know why so-called white people feel some white so-called white people feel disenfranchised is because they let certain things run amok and certain things happen in the country. And like I said, if you were running the country a certain way, these things wouldn't have happened, and you wouldn't have to worry about quote unquote being disenfranchised, because like I said earlier, you're in your glory. You should be living it up if you're a so-called white person, because you allegedly built the country, you did X, Y, and Z, and you built it for your kids, and you shouldn't be feeling disenfranchised at all. And you should be in a position of power. So that feeling like you're getting disenfranchised is your fault.
It's like mine. We need that. And young women, we need you to also rise up. Don't compromise yourself. Don't look at other women and compare yourself. God has created you for a purpose and a reason far greater than you and I will ever know on this side of heaven.
And then there's another thing too that gets me with these so-called conservative people, so-called Christian conservatives or whatever they want to be called. They run the God and run this guise like, oh, I'm conservative and it's because of the Bible. But these people do not clearly don't read the scriptures like a lot of so-called Christians out there do not read. Because if she read the scriptures, she would probably have a second thought on how she attacks or talks about certain uh, I wouldn't even say certain groups of people. I would just say so-called black people, or use dog whistles and things like that. Because if she knew what God really looked like, then I don't think she would be making certain comments.
Just know that as long as you're a part of Turning Point USA, you have us by your side, and we will be there for you every step of the way. And just like this governor and many others that are out there, we got you.
Well, that's pretty much the end of the video. I just wanted to cover that one part. And Turning Point USA, for those of you who don't know, is like some conservative think tank, or they just have a bunch of talking points about conservative values and things like that, which is totally fine. I don't care. You're entitled to your own opinions, beliefs, and things like that. Whatever you want to do, that's fine with me. I'm not talking about that at all. I'm just talking about the dog whistles that she's using in this particular speech, talking about so-called white men being disenfranchised and not leaders. But like I said before, it's the so-called white man's fault that he feels disenfranchised. Because if he kept the leadership how he wanted it, or how some of these people felt, that would have never happened. And you wouldn't have had all these different factions of different thoughts. That goes to show you, like, everybody here doesn't have the same thought process. Because if they did, a lot of things wouldn't happen, in society now. Well, in America. Well, either way, that's my 1-2. Leave your commentary. Let me know what you think. Oh yeah, and another thing too. That lady is really, really creepy to me for some reason. I don't know why. I checked out this skit by this comedian Drewski, and he hit it right on the nail on the head with this chick. Just a really, really creepy lady. But again, leave your commentary. Let me know what you think.